KTN News.
Now, has the new Chief Justice Martha Koome given in to judicial capture by the executive? Well, this is the question in the minds of Kenyans and legal experts following President Uhuru Kenyatta's decision to swear in only 34 of the 40, only days after his open attack on the courts. Tonight, our senior political affairs reporter Muribi Mwangi highlights the hullabaloo following Kenyatta's move and explains why experts fear a judicial capture may be slowly taking shape towards Kenyatta's exit.
Caught in the judiciary executive grandstanding over President Uhuru Kenyatta's failure to appoint 40 judges nominated by the Judicial Service Commission, the JSC, in the recently concluded interviews to pick the country's Chief Justice, had a random question to its interviewees, among them Lady Justice Martha Koome.
I have faith. I'm a woman of faith. I believe I will be able to explain why I want to speak to His Excellency to have a meeting. And I believe he will give me, because it's not for myself, it's not for my sake as Martha. 2
weeks into Koome's swearing in as Chief Justice, President Kenyatta has acted in a Gazette notice, only appointing 34 of the 40 proposed judges, in a move widely criticized within legal and political circles, raising fresh queries on the future of the judiciary under Koome and its relationship with the increasingly hostile executive arm of government under President Kenyatta.
It has become a practice by the president, with the greatest respect to him, it has become a practice by him to continuously ignore, disobey court orders, and basically just practice impunity.
We avoid a situation where power has gotten into our hands and we start forgetting the Constitution. We need to respect the Constitution so that this country can move forward the way it should, governed by the rule of law, not by the rule of the jungle.
Prior to his retirement, former Chief Justice David Maraga on several occasions clashed with President Kenyatta, demanding that Kenyatta ought to have appointed all the 40 judges as nominated by the Judicial Service Commission, arguing that the head of state had no powers to veto the JSC nomination. A standoff that was characterized by heated Kenyatta-Maraga bitter exchanges, climaxed by radical budgetary cuts on the judiciary, which, coupled with the shortage of judicial staff, saw the Maraga administration close several courts.
Nobody can stop reggae.
And in the wake of recent High Court nullification of the Kenyatta-led Building Bridges Initiative referendum push, the judiciary, executive bad blood, is making a slow comeback, putting Koome right on the spotlight.
Can Kenya truly be a democracy if the people are denied the opportunity to express their sovereign and supreme choice at the ballot box on the basis of elevating technicalities over the overriding objectives of the law?
If there's one person in government who thinks that any of these judges that is not fit to serve as a judge, because those who are already serving in the High Court are judges, then let them present a petition.
The BBI appeal that also features President Kenyatta is already before the appellate court, whose president, Justice Daniel Musinga, is due to appoint a 7-judge bench to hear it. And with the high succession stakes in the appeal, the executive judiciary tug of war may be far from over. Muribi Mwangi, KTN News.